Welcome back to Florida Score Sports, NFL Week 7 edition. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm Ryan. I'm joined with Devontae Keith,
Zell.
Zach Dietrich,
Yep. What's going on?
and Caleb Morton.
What's up?
If you're wondering where Colt is, we're on a little bit of a different recording schedule this week. So obviously he'll be back for your regular episodes next week. But he's here with us in spirit. That's all that matters. So before we get started, obviously the bye weeks this week suck. Like you have the Cowboys, the Vikings, the Bills. Who else? Who's the other team on bye? Jaguars?
The Chargers are on bye.
Chargers. Oh my God. Just think about that from a fantasy perspective. I mean, that's if you're Dallas, you have Dak, Zeke, Cooper, and Lamb, and probably Schultz. That's 5 fantasy starters. Maybe Pollard, depending on how big your league is. Vikings, you got Kirk Cousins, who's a starter this year. Adam Thielen, Justin.
In some matchups, yeah,
they're starting.
That's why you always draft for the bye week.
Yeah.
Always draft for the bye week.
Yeah, and then obviously Bills are the same. Like it's insane this week. Like this sucks if you're a fantasy.
Yeah, it's an interesting week.
Or any fan of those teams because you drafted those guys. You're going to be high on them. But we're going to jump right in. Obviously, Thursday night game has already happened at the time of recording. Browns took that one 17-14. The IR practice squad Browns beat the Broncos. Caleb, how you feel about that one?
Oh, I saw it coming from a mile away.
You saw that coming week 1, didn't you?
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Preseason.
Obviously. I mean, if you look at the pick'ems, I picked it. I picked the Browns to win.
Hey.
Actually, I went in when we first got the pick'ems. I jumped to week 6. Just put the Browns to win. That's it. That's the only way I knew it was happening.
So you've got like every week filled out, just anti-Broncos?
No, just that. Just that game.
Just this one game?
Just that 1 week. That was your absolute lock of the season.
100%.
Oh my God. Keith, you got this game wrong. Oh, Zach, you got this one wrong too. Sorry, hate to say it.
Yeah,
Caleb, I'm glad you picked the right
I switched up.
Yeah. Oh, you switched up?
I switched up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like literally, like I have my pick in early on Thursday. I start watching like ESPN. They're just like, yo, like Baker's out. I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my roommate Noah. He's like, I got the Browns to win. I was like, well, like your ass normally, so I'm about to just go with the Broncos.
And then Noah changed his to the Broncos. Nice.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I talked him out of it, I guess.
Good.
So,
well, you're
I
both.
guess I was right first.
Oh my goodness. So obviously you guys already heard our recap from last week. You guys know how that went. Thank you for listening to that episode, by the way. Also, make sure you check out Pub Sports Talks episode. They dropped on Friday. Huge shout out to them. They're our best friend podcast. You guys knew that though. Let's go ahead and get going. First game Sunday afternoon. 1:00 Eastern time slate. We have Chiefs Titans to start us off. The struggling Chiefs they did win last week against Washington against the Titans, who are probably the most unpredictable team in the league this year. Is that fair to say? Is that real?
Say the Saints, maybe.
The Saints are unpredictable. Titans are up there regardless. Yeah. But in this game, it's in Tennessee. I'm not really sure how I feel about the Titans being consistently good to beat good teams. So I'm going to roll with the Chiefs in this one. Yes, Mahomes is turning the ball over, but I think that ultimately they can get around or get away with stuff like that. They just have so much talent on the offensive side of the ball. And Mahomes is easily going to be able to outdo Tannehill. I've got the Chiefs winning this ball game.
I had the opposite. I had the Titans winning just off of they are struggling, and they were struggling against the Washingtons. But at the same time, I mean, I feel like they just pulled it together eventually. But I'm guessing the Titans will be riding high, and they're at home. And they have some underrated rushers in Harold Landry from the 2-6, North Carolina, and Bud Dupree, who's pretty much picking up where he left off from his injury last year. So, I don't know. I expect it to be a better game than what people would give it credit for. Plus, I'm not sure who on the Chiefs defense can stop Derrick Henry, so there's that too.
Yeah, I mean, the past couple games for the Chiefs, Patrick Mahomes has kind of made some questionable decisions, and it's fair to question whether that's subject to some of his offensive line play or not. But the bottom line, he's not winning games like he was in the past couple seasons, and it looks like the league's catching up to him a little bit. but I don't see them losing this game. I'm still gonna roll with the Chiefs for the most part. I think they'll bounce back until they prove me otherwise, which in the last couple of years they've been the class of the NFL. So give me the Chiefs in a high-scoring game. I don't really think they can stop Derrick Henry, but I think they can outscore him.
If anybody watched the Buffalo Bills Titans game, basically the Titans, the Titans would go and they drive down, score, and then like a minute would come off the clock and the Bills scored again. They basically went back and forth every single possession. And for that reason, I have the Tennessee Titans. Derrick Henry is the best running back in the league. Chiefs are not very good either. So give me the Titans.
Derrick Henry with another 3-touchdown game on the way. That's insane how good he's been doing this year. Like, what does he have to do to win MVP, honestly?
Quarterback has to play really bad.
And he has to have 2,000 yards and 20 touchdowns.
He would have to break some kind of like rushing record or like either the yardage or like average yard carry, something like ridiculous. Like he would have.
So y'all know that
right now he's. Go ahead.
Me? Y'all know that picture he took, like I think it was on Instagram or something. He had like a dog on his shirt. He was trying to, get a dog adopted. Cute stuff. But something I noticed, I mean, it's kind of weird. I noticed like he had like acne on the side of his face. The reason I noticed that is because one of the side effects of, roids might be acne. And I don't know. I wonder if they tested him as much as they've been doing Myles Garrett.
Derrick Henry does steroids on our podcast. You heard it here first.
Yeah, it's gotta be. I'm playing. I don't think he's on it for real, but it was just something that I just noticed. And I was wondering, like, Myles Garrett been tested back to back, and I didn't see anything about Derrick Henry being tested. So I don't know.
The Jaguars kicker got tested.
Yeah.
Like what the heck, bro?
He made a game he helped the Jaguars win, so he got drug tested. I swear to God, man. I swear.
That man was a software engineer turned kicker. Imagine what's at stake right now.
I'm not even sure what could be at stake. I have no clue what software engineers really do. I don't know what engineers really do, honestly. They just build stuff, if I had to guess. Like
North Carolina State education.
I'm not an engineer, man. I'm just a business major. I just sell that stuff to people.
Yeah, it's PCOM time.
Yeah, it's PCOM. Shout out NC State. NC State, at the time of recording, has a game in approximately 7 hours.
Big game.
Miami. They're gonna win that shit though. I'm not even worried. Trust me.
Yeah, we're bringing it home.
Yeah,
no doubt.
Bringing it back to Raleigh. Anyways, next game, we have Washington football team versus the Green Bay Packers. In Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers obviously still owns the Bears, and that's just not. I think that he's going to own the Washington football team I just think he's going to absolutely destroy them. And if he throws for 6 touchdowns, I won't be surprised. Honest to God. But also, if their running backs combined for 5 touchdowns, not surprised. Washington sucks. I've got Green Bay.
Yeah, I'd say the Packers just for the fact they're playing in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers is hitting his stride. I wouldn't be surprised if the Washington's made it a game for a quarter and then, just sort of takes over. Plus, Washington has their share of injuries. Logan Thomas is out for the year. Antonio Gibson, I don't know what's going on with him, but J.D. McKissick is hitting stride. But again, it's the Packers. And they picked up Whitney Merciless from the Texans, so that's another pass rusher. So Taylor Heineke might get ate up again. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, Rodgers is playing with a lot of swag right now. He's fresh off disrespecting the Bears with obviously that comment that went kind of viral about him owning them. I think he's going to own the Washington secondary, which has been just utterly atrocious this year. I think this is going to be the game where he might not throw for a ton of yardage because the Packers kind of run a low volume passing offense, but he's going to go 18 for 20 for 200 yards and 5 touchdowns.
Yeah.
Just he's going to be perfect. Their running game is going to get it done. Washington can't keep up with them. Definitely not in Lambeau either. No shot.
Yeah, I also have Green Bay. There's not much to say. The Washington football team is fucking horrible. Their star defense is very bad. Devontae Adams is the best receiver in the league, and Aaron Rodgers is arguably one of the best quarterbacks of all time. So Green Bay Packers.
Does Adams lead the league right now in receiving yards? Yeah.
Cup might still have them, but it's close.
Yeah.
I don't think
I don't know.
he's up there, but I don't think. You sure it's not DeAndre Hopkins?
DeAndre Hopkins does not have that many yards this year. He's not even leading on his team.
Damn.
Because he'll get like 80 yards and everyone else will go off because they're triple teaming him.
Yeah, DeAndre Hopkins is the type of guy that always have the second best game on his team because somebody has a stupid game where they have one long touchdown and like 3 short catches.
It is
Hopkins,
Adams. Adams is number 1.
Adams is number 1. Nice.
Yeah, he's ahead of Cup by 15 yards.
Nice. Who's third?
Wow.
Who's 3, 4, and 5? Okay.
Jamar Chase, number 4. Ain't that something?
Jamar Chase is number 4.
Shout out NC State Ice Pack, by the way, for their gritties last night in their huge dub versus Kentucky. Anyways, next game we have Bengals Ravens. The Joe Burrow, Parker Hackey Bengals and the Caleb Morton Bengals at this point, let's be honest, going against the Lamar Jackson Ravens and the Devin Slate Ravens. In this game, this is my upset of the week. In Baltimore, the Cincinnati Bengals are going to go in there and beat the Ravens. Burrow, they have so much talent on their offense. It's crazy, like at their skill positions at least. And with their terrible line, they're still putting up good numbers every game. Mixon's still getting a lot of touches, even though he's been hurt. You have Jamar Chase, who just wants to win by setting blocks for running backs 40 yards downfield. I don't know. I like the Bengals to win this game. I think it's going to be a shootout, and I think Joe Burrow, kind of everyone fully trust him in Cincinnati. All the fans are happy that he's their quarterback after they win this game. I think it'll come down to a game-winning drive. But I've got the Bengals winning this one.
Yeah, I picked the Ravens. I'm gonna just go with what I know on that one. Again, Lamar's on a hot streak. I can't foresee anybody on the Bengals defense stopping them. But for some reason, I don't know, this might be Jesse Bates' game as far as with receiving. He could be the one to stymie Mark Andrews. We'll see what happens, but I'm going with the Ravens on this
one. The Bengals have been a team this year that's gotten a little bit more hype than I think that they probably deserve. I think they're a lot better this year, and I like the direction they're heading. I still don't have enough faith in their offensive line to really hold up on the road against a Baltimore team whose defense hasn't actually been fantastic. They normally get, a little bit more credit than I think they deserve, but Lamar has the offense running hot right now, and I don't have a lot of faith just in Joe Burrow to be able to keep up with them. No chance. I got Baltimore.
I got the Bengals. I've been picking the Bengals every week this year. The Bengals are taking the AFC North. I've already put money on it. It's happening. Shout out Kent Lake, my favorite Bengals fan. He said I was his favorite Cowboys fan, so got to return it. He did. He did say that.
Did he say that?
Hurts.
It's in writing, too.
Should I get him down here or no?
Yeah, get
You
Kent down
can.
here for a special
Absolutely.
guest performance or some shit. Tell Kent get down there. We'll come back to the Bengals.
But I do have the Bengals going into Baltimore and winning it.
They're winning. Next game, we have Panthers Giants. I don't give Zach take over.
Okay. We cannot go out like Denver. We cannot. We simply just cannot do it. So this has to be the game, right? I mean, like, this is the tipping point. If we lose this game to the Giants, Darnold is going to be the fans are going to be coming for his neck. It's going to be terrible because the only way we lose this game with some of the injuries that they have is Darnold plays like shit. It's got to be because our defense in theory is going to be all over them. I know they have a bunch of injuries on the offensive line, which already wasn't really that good of a unit. Saquon's not going to be in there. Tony's not going to be in there. They're missing tons of guys. They shouldn't score more than 17 points in this game. They shouldn't on our defense unless Darnold gives them good field position.
They have no receivers either.
They have nothing, and we're getting Gilmore back soon. I think I haven't checked the most recent practice report. He was on schedule to play this week, I'm pretty sure. But if we lose this game, Panthers fans are going to be just furious with Darnold. something's gonna have to change. McCaffrey's still not gonna be back. I don't really want to talk about it. I'm at the point where I'm more stressed than optimistic.
Remember that one time? I know at Zach's place, he has the whiteboard, and people write on the whiteboard. My favorite thing on that whiteboard was written week 1. There's 2 things. One of them says Dak > mono boy, and then the other one is Cowboys record 0-1, Panthers record 1-0. That hasn't been updated, by the way. You don't even have to change that 1. You just need to change the O to a 5 because we've won 5 straight, and the Panthers have lost. Well, you guys started strong, then you played good teams. Can you apologize? Like, please, for now?
Don't do it, Zach.
I will not apologize. Absolutely not.
Do you believe Mono Boy's better than
whiteboard? Do I believe
right now?
Oh
no, that hurt you. That hurt you so much to say.
I mean, like, come on. Come on. Like, he hasn't been playing well.
No, or feeling well, probably.
Yeah, that's probably why his spine's too damn enlarged. Holy shit.
In this game, I'm going with the Panthers. I think the Giants are that bad. I think the Panthers are bad and the Giants, but I think that the Panthers win this, considering the Giants maybe have 2 healthy players on their whole roster, and the Panthers just can't make football plays. I think that the Panthers are going to have more talent, and it's going to show that the Giants play better, but the Panthers just have more talent on the field for them. I'm going to go with the Panthers in a very low-scoring game, 2017 type of deal. But I think the Giants are like, wow, like if they were healthy, they would have killed this game, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna roll with the upset on this one. Just based off the fact that the Giants' defense is the only thing that is complete on the team. They have a pretty good defensive line, pretty good linebackers than what they're giving credit for. I remember Panthers had problems with like good edge rushers, and they have that with Azeez Ojulari, and not like Logan Ryan's doing pretty well, but again, his offense is not that good. So I think they sneak one by on accident.
Is it weird that I get naturally triggered whenever someone says Logan Ryan? My mind just is like, fuck. Like, no. He's the one that hurt Dak. He didn't mean to, obviously, but he's the one that tackled Dak when he got hurt.
He said sorry.
Yeah, I know. And he talked to him after the game the other week.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't have a problem with Logan Ryan. It was a clean tackle. Like, that tackle gets made every single NFL quarter at least once or twice, something like that.
Do you think like that was the beginning of like the whole turf monster? Because I mean, I hate looking at the injury too. You don't think it was?
No, turf monster's been around. I remember Ezekiel Elliott. He was having problems at one point. They called it the turf monster.
Yeah, people have been playing with the turf monster for a little bit now.
Yeah, just like Daniel Jones when he had that big 90-some yard run against the Eagles on like Monday.
I think that was more him than the Grant.
Well, no, because Ezekiel Elliott hurdled somebody a few years ago in Philly and fell on like the exact same yard line as Daniel Jones and tripped. I don't know if y'all remember that. That's just something that I've always noticed.
It's a sprinkler right there, like a secret sprinkler.
And I honestly think there is. Yeah. Like there probably is, and they're just tripping on it. So
I would love for the Giants to win. I just don't think they're healthy enough to do that. Just because I do not like Panthers fans. I hear about it all the time from all my friends and viewers of the podcast that are Panthers fans. Had a couple Panthers fans before the season said they were going 13-4, which is fucking hilarious. So give me the Panthers. I would love the Giants to win, but Panthers are gonna win probably.
Yeah.
To be fair, I had us going 17-0.
Next game we have Falcons Dolphins. Don't give a shit. Come on, Keith, talk to me. 2 of the shittiest. Yeah. This is the worst matchup of the week, I think.
As you should. Of course, Falcons coming off a bye week. Shout out Dante Fowler. Get well soon. But I'm really excited to see Ade finally come out. They drafted these guys and never use them. but tend to use the guys that suck that they drafted. I don't know what the deal with that is.
AJ Terrell,
Jalen Waddle is coming off a pretty good game. It'll be exciting to see how they manage that. Brian Flores is pissed, so but we'll see if Dean Pease. Well, you know what? Yeah, we'll see if Dean Pease can stop the offense, the Tua train, and the Jalen Jackrabbit monster. I don't know, something. Falcons got it.
I genuinely have no clue who to pick for this game, but since the Dolphins lost last week, I think that the Falcons are going to win this game. I don't want to pick the Falcons. I told myself I would never pick the Falcons, but I just think that I need to pick the Falcons for this week because the Dolphins are god awful. Their quarterback Tua's back, right? He's playing for good.
Yeah.
But I don't think Tua is the answer. That he's literally in trade rumors right now to go to Washington. So I don't know, but that could also be one of those things where Tua goes out there and throws for like 6 touchdowns and has a perfect performance and they don't want to trade him. Or it's the Dolphins and they do trade him directly after and the fans come for the general manager's head. All that stuff. But I am ultimately going to roll with the Falcons to win this game on the road. I think that the Dolphins are just bad. The only things I like on the Dolphins really are Byron Jones and Xavier Howard. But I don't think that there's much else to look for on these teams. But yeah, I'm rolling with the Falcons in a shitty, low-scoring game.
I'm also actually going to roll with the Falcons. Miami right now is bad. Their defense last year was okay. With like Xavier Howard, and obviously, but him and Byron Jones have been questionable. I think they're heavily questionable to play. If one of them misses or neither of them miss, it doesn't matter. I don't think off the bye. I think they're going to find a way to get Calvin Ridley back involved, especially against some potentially hobbled corners. I think he has a big game. Miami's offense is bad. Tua's not good. They don't really have – I mean, Waddle's okay, obviously, but they don't really have a lot of good playmakers. I don't see them beating Atlanta off a bye week. And I don't think Atlanta's good. I just think Miami's bad.
Yeah, exactly.
This is probably one of the shittiest matchups we've had so far this whole year. Miami's horrible. Tua is absolutely god-awful. Miami wins that game against the Jaguars. They have an even almost average quarterback. Tua's like a bottom 3 quarterback in the league.
You think so?
I went and watched through the entire Jaguars-Dolphins game. He looked awful.
Really? Does Trevor Lawrence look better than him?
Yes.
Let's see. Who doesn't look better than him? Sam Darnold. Oh,
no. He's bad.
But I had the Falcons. Kyle Pitts is going to do good again, giving the Falcons.
That's what I'm hoping for. Kyle Pitts' big game. Because last game he played was his first big game, right? Really? He had like 100 yards and a touchdown, right? Yeah.
Against the Jets.
Speaking of, next game, Jets-Patriots, the final 1 o'clock game of the slate. I am never picking the Jets. And go back and look every single episode ever that Florida Score's done. I've never picked the Jets, I don't think, and I don't think I ever will. They could literally be projected to go 17-0, win the Super Bowl, not picking the Jets at this point. I can't. I just can't. Jets-Patriots in Foxborough. Patriots are going to win this game. I think the Patriots are a decent football team. If you look at their record, I believe they're 2-4, right? But they're only like 4 or 5 plays away from being like 4-1 or 5-1. Sorry, like in Dallas, they could have won that game in overtime. They could have been 1 play away. They could have done a few other things. He didn't have to throw a pick 6. Like you just look at little things like that. I think the Patriots are a good football team, and Mac Jones does look a lot better than I thought. They just don't let him throw the ball deep. He's literally dinking and dunking every single time, pretty much. Granted, he's gonna take maybe 3 shots a game, but that's really it. Like it's just more so, can you make open field tackles on running backs, on tight ends, on really that's it. Because their receivers are just really there to get their 160-yard catch and then inflate their numbers, I feel. Jacoby Myers had a hell of a game the other day, but everything got called back because of penalties. You know, and they're I don't know. I don't know how I feel about the Patriots, but I do think that they're a decent football team. They're above average. I think they're around like 15. But I'm gonna roll the Patriots to win this game. Big, 25 plus.
Patriots haven't looked bad to me, like not as bad as I thought they would. I mean, but again, I think it's one of those cases where it's the Patriots, and of course the defense is somehow going to hold up. I mean, the 2-4 record doesn't really show it, but that defensive line of people that nobody knows their name have been holding up pretty strong. My boy Dante Howard came back. Not Dante Howard. Wow. Dante Hightower came back. So I don't think the Jets will be able to match up against that. I think never mind. I was about to say it's about to be a better game than people thought. It's not. It's gonna be ugly. But Mac Jones, people will be like, oh, Mac Jones is a good quarterback probably after this game. So I got the Patriots going for this one. Doing great.
In week 2, the Patriots played the Jets. Zach Wilson threw 4 interceptions and no touchdowns. In a 25-6 loss at home. I don't really have a lot to say. Give me the Pats.
Also, taking the Pats, obviously. We saw how good the Pats offense looked against Dallas's actually really good run defense, and they were running through us. All 3 of their running backs look good. Mac Jones is pretty solid. He's the best rookie quarterback for sure, in my eyes.
Agree.
But give me the Pats over the Jets by a lot.
A lot. Okay. Now we're gonna start our 4:00 games. Our quote unquote primetime games. Not really, because there's 4:05. Eagles, Raiders. Dude, why does this week suck?
This whole week is very.
This week sucks. You have who's the 4th team on a bye? Cowboys, Vikings, Bills, and who else?
Chargers.
Yeah, you have four playoff teams on a bye this week, right?
There's 2
more playoff teams. There's 6 teams on a bye. I just don't know the other teams, not playoff teams, but
I'm gonna have to
teams in general. I know there's 3 games worth of buys.
The Jacksonville Jaguars and the Steelers. No,
this week's terrible.
It's Bills, Cowboys, Jaguars, Vikings, Steelers, Chargers.
Okay. So those 4 really.
Playoff teams out of 6, regardless. But nothing changes with what I said. But on this game, I am going Raiders, Eagles. Dude, I don't care at all about this game. Obviously, I'm pulling for the Raiders because I guess division. And I have the Raiders in the pick'em, so I'm gonna go with the Raiders. I think the Eagles suck. Jalen Hurts. Okay, here's a problem I have. Everyone's like, Jalen Hurts is so good. Jalen Hurts is so good. No, he's good in fantasy because he runs. If you base how good like actual players are based off fantasy value, you're actually stupid. I'm sorry, but you're actually just not smart. Like Jalen Hurts is maybe around like 20 to 24 in that range for quarterbacks this year, but I believe fantasy is probably like top 4 or 5, if I had to guess. Jalen Hurts is not that good. He is not that guy yet. Devontae Smith, not that guy. He can never take advantage of a bad secondary. And I like the Raiders. They're going to play for something important tomorrow. So give me the Raiders. The coachless Raiders.
I had to look and see mine. I just picked. I picked the Eagles to win this one. Don't know why. I just picked them. I figured like maybe the Eagles will turn around in that game.
See, this would be one of those games that the Eagles do win. This is just one of those shitty games that they happen to win and then go on like a little 2-game win streak and then suck again. I swear.
I feel like, I think Henry Ruggs has been on the decline. Hunter Renfrow is on the incline. I'm pretty sure he's the wide receiver 1 at this point. If Darren Waller isn't.
Darren Waller sucks.
It'd have been Amari Cooper.
Yeah.
Got to.
Never mind. We'll talk about that later.
I've got to.
At the same time, I don't know who the Eagles have that can stop Darren Waller. Maybe Marcus Epps can try, but he'll probably end up getting lost anyway. But the Eagles defensive line have done pretty well as far as putting pressure on the quarterback up until it's always Javon Hargrave gets hurt. So maybe he stays healthy the entire game and pulls one out for the Eagles in Vegas. 24-17.
Keith, you ought to start wow, words are hard. Keith, you ought to start putting your scores on the pick'ems. I feel like we should implement something like that. Like you can pick the score of like 3 games, and if you're dead on, like you get like a +5 or some shit like that.
Oh.
You only get to pick 3 games, and like obviously score has to be there before. If you get it dead right, it's +5.
Yeah.
Like, what are the odds of that? Score.
We have like a big group, but it's like not as many games. So this probably would have been a good day for it, but we'll consider it for next week. Don't forget the pick'ems. Pick'ems happen every week up until football season ends. Drop your $5, get your bid in, see if you can take our money.
Not happening.
Right on.
It's not happening. They're not taking my money.
No chance.
That great.
But I'll get back in on this game. If you've been listening to some of the past NFL episodes, I haven't been super high on the Raiders. I don't really think they're all that good. But I'll give credit where credit's due. Derek Carr's looked pretty good. He looked good last week against Denver. Granted, Denver's kind of getting exposed for not really being that good of a team, like Caleb has been saying for a while now. I actually like the Raiders at home though in this one. I don't think the Eagles are very good. I like what you said about Jalen Hurts not really being all that good. He's a good fantasy player. I think he's leading their team in rushing, which needs to change for them. They need to get Miles Sanders involved somehow. But look, I like the Raiders maybe getting some momentum off, the firing and the whole bullshit that happened with Gruden. So maybe they get some momentum, string a couple of wins together. They're the more talented team. So I like them at home.
I don't know why we've taken so long to talk about this game. This game's going to be a blowout. The Eagles are absolutely awful. They just traded their best player away, Zach Ertz. They traded him to Arizona. They have no options on offense besides Jalen Hurts. The Raiders are taking it by like 17 points. It's going to be a bad game.
You forgot about Dallas Goedert. He was the first.
He's hurt. He's hurt.
Well. Who else they got? Damn.
Devontae Smith.
No, I meant like
not very good. We've seen that. Jalen Reagor, not very good.
Can we talk about one thing about the Eagles kind of that happened last week? Y'all catch Aguilar drop that wide open slant route in overtime? Sorry. Against the Cowboys, right? Was that Aguilar? Yeah. Sorry. That's just the most fucking Aguilar thing you could ever
also
imagine. Like,
Jalen Mills was on the Eagles for a while, and he got cooked against Dallas every time they played. And he's the one that he allowed 2 touchdowns to CeeDee Lamb in the game. So it's only right that he lost the game for him.
Wave goodbye.
Oh, man. Jack Stoll is the tight end for the Eagles. He's an undrafted rookie out of Nebraska.
Oh, yeah.
Exactly. Raiders by 4.
But Darren Waller is not that guy having fantasy. I've been trying to trade him every week. No one wants him.
Yeah.
He sucks
right now.
He's bad. He's athletic, but bad. He gets locked up by linebackers. Like, he's not doing good.
A very unathletic receiver.
No, he's athlete for sure. But
compared to receivers?
Overall athleticism, probably not speed, but
usually tight ends now were like old receivers or old quarterbacks anyway. So I mean,
Darren Waller's let me down in fantasy.
Yeah. All right.
Next game, Lions Rams. We have Stafford versus Goff. Returning Goff going back to LA. We'll see how this game goes. I think it's a victory for the Lions if they lose by less than 21. I'm rolling with the Rams. The powerhouse Rams. I still believe in them. So go Rams. Go Stafford. Go Rams. Go Cooper Kupp. Go Aaron Donald. Go Jalen Ramsey. Go Rams.
Yeah, I got the Rams in it. I can't imagine this be the one now, but on the other side, I can imagine this being the one and only game Jared Goff snaps somehow.
Yeah.
Probably not going to be enough because Rams defense is that Rams defense, and then the offense, Cooper Kupp is the second leading receiver in the league right now. even if they lock him up, they got Van Jefferson and Tyler Higbee is good for some reason, and Robert Woods. So, Rams got it, no question.
Yeah, the Detroit Lions seemingly have an intense opposition to winning football games, similar to the New York Jets, except for obviously that one seemingly strange game against the Titans. But the Rams are really good. McVay's a great coach at home. I don't really see any way that they lose this game.
Yeah, this is another one of those games we took way too much time on. The Rams are one of the best teams in the league. Lions are literally record-wise worse than the Falcons. Like, think about that. So,
damn.
Rams.
Next up, now your primetime 4:30 games, 4:25 p.m. games. Bears Buccaneers rematch, kinda, of Super Bowl 50, whatever, Eagles versus Patriots. We have the Tom Brady Buccaneers going against the third-string quarterback Nick Foles Bears. Buccaneers are going to win this game by a lot. There's a lot of fans that we have from Instagram that are saying that the Bears are going to win this game.
We had a ton of people picking the Bears to upset. They were saying Justin Fields. Sorry.
Damn.
They're saying Justin Fields is going to go for like 400 yards and like 4 TDs, like just very laughable stuff. I know Tampa's defense isn't that good, but they're not.
He have 400 yards this season?
I don't know. You know who does have it though?
Right, he's right over 300.
Back last week. Buccaneers big.
Man, I picked this as the other upset for the Bears. I completely forgot about the whole beef of Tom Brady losing to the Bears last year, and he wouldn't shake Nick Foles' hand, and Nick Foles isn't even playing, so Tom Brady probably has beef. But they all did bring up a good point that like a good amount of the Buccaneers defense is hurt. I mean, it's still good, but I don't think the Bears will win off of Justin Fields. I think he'll help, but I think it'll be the Bears defense that helps turns the table, turn, all that stuff. So I got the Bears in the upset. That's what I put on this anyway. I'm hoping for it anyway as an NFC South fan.
Yeah. Bears aren't really that great. Justin Fields hasn't really shown me enough to think that he has any chance on the road against Tom Brady, who I still have Tampa Bay coming out of the NFC. I think, of course, right now it's hard to argue against Brady in that offense. Antonio Brown actually just got ruled out for this game. So I actually see
Gronk too, right?
Yeah, Gronk's. Yeah, I don't know. He's been out for a few weeks now. So I see Godwin popping off. Evans probably going crazy. Even without Brown, doesn't matter. Give me Tampa Bay at home. They're too good.
I have Tampa. The Bears are very bad. Justin Fields is not that good. The Bears' best thing is their defense. They're going against the best quarterback in football, who just threw for like 5 TDs and like almost 500 yards last week or the week before.
He's giving everybody 4 Tutties games.
But the Bears are the only team in the past like 20 years to make Tom Brady actually look old when he forgot what down it was last year. He was very confused. So I think he's coming with it this Sunday.
That was against the Bears? That's what you were doing?
Yes.
I was like 4 to score. Sick. And then I remember, Tom Brady. It was sick. Like, dang, cool.
That should be the profile picture.
Oh my God, why don't we do that? 4-2 score? Like
T-shirts.
Let's put that on a T-shirt.
Well, we gotta pay him. We gotta pay that man.
No, we
don't. Just take the face out.
He wants. We'll just let him be on the podcast like once or twice, maybe.
Yeah,
we'll let him. We'll let Tom Brady join us. Next game we have Texans Cardinals. Don't give a shit about this game. Cardinals are winning big. That's all I have to say. Kyler Murray's insane.
Yeah, bro. Texans lost Whitney Merciless. I don't know what else they have, so Cardinals got it. And Zach Ertz. They actually have a good tight end, so over with. Cardinals got it.
All right. I'm gonna give it this. Who wins by more, the Rams or the Cardinals?
Cardinals.
Interesting. All right, because I also have the Cardinals winning by more. This game's gonna be a blowout. It's not a good result.
Yeah, the Cardinals are favored by like 17 points right now, which is insane in the NFL.
Hey,
and they're 100%
Cards
going
and
to
Rams
cover.
are both
They might win by 45. It's going to be awful.
I really hope that we're not going on YouTube to clip this kind of stuff at the end of this week.
Watch the Texans win.
Watch
the Texans score more than 10, honestly. That's gonna surprise me.
I think they will. I think Brandon Cooks goes over the top for at least one.
Who's their damn quarterback this week?
Chris Moore goes over the top for at least one. That gives it 14 to
Keith, 35. They might score 6. There's no chance.
I feel like they'll score a touchdown 6. And miss the extra point type of shit.
I picked the Texans punter in fantasy because we have a punter in our league for a reason. That man's going to be very busy.
Oh,
yes.
That's next level. I see.
I picked the Texans.
Hey, it's gonna be sick if they convert every 3rd and 4th down though. You're gonna be sick.
They might as well go for it. They don't have a chance.
That's what's gonna happen.
They're gonna be in full blown fuck it mode this game. Like we're gonna see many trick plays.
Yeah, they should literally come out in Wildcat, run the flea flicker. Like
you guys think Brandon Cooks has a cannon? I don't know. They should find out. I think they should find out.
Fuck it.
Literally anything.
It's either he throws a pick or the quarterback throws a pick. Let's be honest.
That's insane.
Next up, Sunday Night Football, Colts 49ers. Caleb, I want you to talk about the Colts on this one. Can you?
Like I've said every other week, I started off this year saying the Colts were very bad. I was the only person to say the Colts were not a good team. I got laughed at, actually.
Yeah.
With that being said, the Colts are winning. They're winning on Sunday night against the 49ers. 49ers are not a good team either. They're kind of still banged up. Colts.
Wow. I've got the 49ers winning this game, actually. I don't trust the Colts. Caleb, you've convinced me to not pull for the Colts, and I was really hoping you weren't going to pick the Colts. I'm kind of surprised you are. In San Fran, I'm rolling with the 49ers. I don't like Carson Wentz has never really impressed me on any primetime game that I can think of. I know he had a few against Dallas last year. He was banged up, all that stuff. But he's never performed well in primetime, kind of like Kirk Cousins. I don't think he has. I mean, he's never really had a huge, super big game. Like in the playoffs, he's never played in the playoffs. He's thrown one career pass, and he has one career fumble in the playoffs. Fun fact. I think it'll be a really good game, though. I do think like T.Y. Hilton, Michael Pittman, all those guys really have good games. But I'm rolling with the Niners. I just think that they're going to run the fuck out of the ball, and the Colts just aren't going to have the ball enough to win this game.
I got the Colts as well. No particular reason for real. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo is coming back. That's cool for them, but they're still playing go fish with their backfield. I guess Elijah Mitchell's coming back. I don't think that'll make any difference. Deebo Samuel's the leading receiver. Still don't think that'll make any difference. So I got the Colts going through.
I'm gonna roll with the 49ers. They're coming off a bye week, and I think that Shanahan is one of the best coaches in the NFL, and generally coming off a bye at home, especially against a team against like the Colts, who they played a home game last week. They're gonna have to travel all the way out to San Francisco and play off a bye week. Jimmy Garoppolo's coming back. I think they draw up enough plays. They're fresh enough to stop Jonathan Taylor and gang, and I think they get the win at home in primetime.
I will say that the Colts looked really good last week. It was the Texans. Just put that out there. But the Colts are running the ball. Like Carson Wentz looked very good. See, Carson Wentz, his biggest strength is like his size and all that, because he thinks he's a linebacker out there trying to make plays. So his problem is he never gives up. Like he won't slide, he won't run out of bounds. Like every play he's trying to score a touchdown, which gets him hurt. So now that he has two sprains, has a sprain on each ankle, and he really just walks around kind of like a penguin. He can actually just sit in the pocket and throw it, let it loose. I have the Colts. Surprisingly, the only time I picked the Colts this whole year, I got the Colts.
What did they play the Panthers? Do they?
if they do, it's going to be a hard pick because they're both really bad.
Next game. Monday Night Football, Saints Seattle. What it'll all come down to most likely in our pick'ems. I am picking the Saints. I just think Seattle is too beat up. I don't trust Geno Smith after. I just can't bring my mind to say Geno Smith is going to beat the New Orleans Saints. Yes, my mind is thinking that Drew Brees is still there, and like Marquez Colston is still there, and all that stuff.
What?
But,
no,
like
not,
from a
bro.
long time ago. When I think
Marquez
Saints,
Callaway, man.
No, I'm talking about from like 2011. What was his name?
I thought
No, like 10 years ago. When I think Saints, for some reason, I still think like that year they went to the Super Bowl and like that team. I don't know why. Michael Thomas is a secondary thought. I cannot get my mind over that. But I'm rolling with the Jameis Winston Saints. Top 5 quarterback Jameis Winston. Alvin Kamara has his best game of the year so far against a terrible Seattle defense. He's going to go for probably like $140 and 2 tutties with like 60 receiving yards and maybe a tutty there too. Seattle's not going to win this game even with the 12th man. Sorry.
Yeah, I actually picked the Seahawks for this game. I expect Jameis to do Jameis things and go off for maybe 2 pass and 1 rushing touchdown. But I'm pretty sure Alvin Kamara is still healthy, but there's no other running back option for him. They had to put Lamar. If you remember Lamar Miller from the Texans and from Miami, they had to put him on the practice squad because Tony Jones is hurt.
It's like 100.
They're kind of running out of skill player options, so we praying for him. But I think the Seahawks got
it. Similar to my take on that last game, the Saints are another team coming off a bye, and Peyton obviously is a good coach as well. I think he's going to have them ready to beat a backup quarterback in Geno Smith. They're missing Chris Carson, their starting running back. He went on the IR the other day. That obviously doesn't help a backup quarterback going against the Saints defense that in theory shouldn't be that bad, especially against him. So give me the Saints on the road in prime time, closing out the week.
Before Caleb starts, I just remembered when Zach said that Rashad Penny is coming back. Probably won't make a difference, but I mean, you get to play shuffle with the running back, so that'll probably work out in their favor too.
The Seahawks are a team very similar. Saints are a team very similar to the Colts to me. Not very good. Very hyped up after week 1 for sure. Jameis Winston's not good. I don't care how many times Ryan says top 5 or top 10 or top 15, top 20. He might be top 25.
Top 2 behind Dak.
Jameis Winston and Jalen Hurts are very similar, ranking wise for me. I don't think either one of them are very good at football. Everyone's hurt on the Saints. The Saints are favored, but I picked the Seattle Seahawks to win. They looked very good against it. Granted, the Steelers, but the Steelers defense is always pretty solid. And Geno Smith looked very good against them. So give me the Seahawks.
Don't ever disrespect Jameis Winston again, first off.
He sucks.
So there's our NFL picks for this week, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you had a little laugh while you were here. A little short episode for your Saturday, maybe Sunday. Don't listen to this on Monday because I don't want to be wrong. Probably won't be, but these other guys might. And, we just want to look good. Before we go, y'all have anything, Keith?
Yeah. Thank you for listening. Again, weekly pick'ems. Week 8, right? Week 8 is coming up. Drop your 5, get your name put in the spreadsheet, and it'll also stay there as long as you give us $5 and you can possibly make it back, get your hustle on or whatever. But anyway, even if you don't want to, I love you still. I want you to keep going, and I want you to have a beautiful 77-degree Saturday or whatever day you listen to this. Have a beautiful hot day in fall.
Zach.
Yeah, I got a couple shout outs, I guess. I'll shout out the NC State football team. Big game tonight. Let's get a dub. Let's roll into homecoming week. Still ranked. That'd be huge. It'll be hype. We got some stuff coming for you guys then. But I'm also gonna shout out G Money Ice Pack.
Oh, gritty.
Gino, how are we? Good for those boys. Big win against Kentucky. So big NC State weekend here. Panthers get the job done. Nothing else to say. Don't disappoint. I can't come into another episode just brokenhearted. I can't do it.
It's been a month.
Hey, same.
It's been rough. It's been a tough week, and by week I mean several weeks.
Month.
So yeah, bounce back, get it done, get in the pick'em. Catch y'all next week.
Caleb.
I was waiting for you to say my name. Like Zach was talking about hockey. We ran a poll on Instagram if y'all wanted us to cover hockey. Overwhelmingly said yes. So I actually have to learn hockey. I've never seen a hockey game match. Which one is it?
Match.
Yeah. So I actually have to learn it. These guys, I don't know if Keith does, but they know what they're talking about. Getting the pick'ems. It's $5. Most of y'all go like to Burger King or McDonald's like 4 times a week. You spend like $8 every time you go.
Wow.
Are we serious? Are we serious?
I did the same. I used to do the same thing. Look, you cut one of those out, take that 5, and then turn that into what, 80, 90, if we get enough people in here.
Probably.
That's like way more trips to Burger King. Way more.
Exactly.
And you don't have to pay for your pickles
God.
the rest of the year if you win. Basically.
Look at that. See, y'all were clowning me and making fun of me, saying I was saying something wrong, but then I was right.
I thought you were buying something for real.
I'm not. No. But Dallas doesn't play this week. We get a week of rest. Dallas is the best team in the league. Shout out CeeDee Lamb, top 5 receiver in the league. The YouTube viewers, right here. Hold on. I got it.
There we go. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for listening. Make sure to check out Pub Sports Talk as well. You guys know that. Check out our Twitter and Instagram. Those are linked down below. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next Friday. Thank you guys.
Merch coming soon.